girl. Hey, it is Memorial Day weekend and it's raining. So I don't know what the barbecue plans are going to look like in our neck of the woods, let alone yours. I hope that by the time that you watch this, that you were able to enjoy your weekend. But mine is a little unorthodox and I'm here for it. So we're going to see exactly what I mean in this vlog. If you're new here, hi, I'm Tish. I'm a wife, mom, leader over 40, navigating life, career, and purpose, and I document that journey here on this channel. So I welcome you to subscribe, like this video, and tell me where you're watching from down in the comment area. So come along with me for living my life on this Memorial Day weekend. Let me start off by saying it is 1:40 Saturday, and I am just now getting dressed. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I believe in getting up and getting dressed every single day, from head to toe. But today, I said, you know what? I don't have anything scheduled until this evening, and I, why? So I stayed in pajamas until 12:30, and then I decided to get my life together. Semi. I got to thinking I could play. Well, I started the morning. My girls, both of my girls, went to work today. Yeah, and they work at a water park, and yeah. But I spent the morning with them. We laughed, we chatted, we had breakfast. My husband joined in, and when they left, I, instead of scrolling, it's not a good best alternative, but I found a game on my phone and I just took my time and played that. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. I'm now watching Lifetime. It's the Dolly Parton biography. I love her, by the way. Love her work ethic, love what she believes in, loves her confidence in being who she is. Love Dolly. I'm going to finish watching that, but I realized I thought all day today I'm going to bring you along with me, but I needed to bring you along with me when I looked a little bit like something. So I didn't put a lot of thought into my outfit because my plan was once I get up and get dressed, to just slowly move around my town, which is small, does not have a lot of shopping opportunities. But the places that we do have, Goodwill, and I hardly ever go into Goodwill, but I said, you know, today I can go and go through some of the racks. I seen a shirt, and if you're on TikTok, you've seen it, where there's the polo shirt, and you take the bottom of the shirt off, you ruffle it up with a sewing machine, and you make a ruffle collar. I would prefer to get a thrifted shirt. Look for a thrifted shirt to try versus tops that I've paid the price for. I would like to try that because I think that'll be so cute. I would even like to get a few of them so I could try to make them sleeveless with the ruffle collar. But again, I would rather get a shirt thrifted versus trial and error on one of my shirts, my current shirts. So I was thinking I could possibly do that, just see what they have there. And I usually like to go and look at the frames and baskets and just to see, I do like it when I have time. So that's one of the options. That's one of the places I wanted to go. And there's a Simply 10. I've taken you to Simply 10 a while ago on my vlog. Just want to go there. There's nothing that I need. However, I would like a black pair of wide leg cropped jeans. I have a cream pair and a white pair from J. Crew, but J. Crew is not near me. And I've purchased some jeans from Simply 10 that I love. I love them. They tend to be extremely long, but I said, you know, let me just pop in there and see if they have it. I have even tried Walmart because Walmart is in my town and it's in a town over. And lately, Walmart has been my J. Crew dupe. So, and then my husband and I are going to go to dinner tonight where there will be a J. Crew, but I try not to subject him to shopping trips because he just does not like them. He doesn't say he doesn't like them, but he always gets sick. His head hurts, his stomach hurts. He thinks of things that he has to do all the way back home. Those are signs the man does not like a shopping trip, unless he's shopping for him. But usually he finds what he needs and he's ready to go. Maybe that's just my partner. I don't know. But I don't want to subject him to that. I don't want to feel rushed when I go into a store. Am I alone in that? I like to go by myself with my youngest, who's my shopping buddy, or with someone else who's going to go through the store, do what they got to do. We meet up at the end of our full session and we're fine. Don't rush me in a store. Mm-mm. Next time you won't be coming. But those are the things that I wanted to do. We do have, let's see, so Goodwill, Simply 10, and that's it. And then I would just come home. I also wanted to, I wanted to hang my degrees up on my wall. My previous office, I had the two hanging up, but now I have a third. And I was waiting to see, am I going to put them up here at home, or when I do go back into the office setting, do I want to put them in there? But I can always enjoy them now while I'm working from home. The girls are home. But I don't know. If I don't do that today, that's fine because tomorrow's Sunday and then Memorial Day is on Monday. So I have all weekend to do absolutely nothing. Okay, let me talk to the girls. The girls, they came home early because it's raining. They work at a water park. And of course, when it's like this and it's lightning, is it lightning or thundering? Yeah. Yeah, so their day is cut short, which, it's kind of sad. I was looking for this one. This is her first official job outside of working for family. I was looking for her to have like a full work day, but she'll be able to get it. The summer just started. All right, I'm going to talk to them and I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, here is the rainy outings outfit. I am not going to wear these shoes out. I just wore these to come downstairs because I don't like to walk barefoot. But I have this, and this is a really long shirt. But I tucked it in because I didn't want it, I just wanted to tuck it in. May take this leopard belt off, but it's holding my pants up. And I have these black faded black denim jort. And I'm going to put on some sneakers because it is raining. But yeah, that's the gist of the outfit today. But if I was just walking around the house, I would keep these on. But because it's going to be raining, see, it's still raining. I'm just going to put on some sneakers. Something simple. I had this, I don't know. So this necklace, the beaded one is my E. Newton. And this necklace with the charms on it is from J. Crew Factory. So I just layered it. No rhyme or rhythm. I have on my everyday bracelets, rings, and my everyday earrings because when it comes to thinking about the accessories, I get I don't want to say lazy, but low effort. I like low effort thought put into my accessories. So that's why I tend to wear the same pieces all the time. But today I'm changing it up. My youngest, She's now going to go to Goodwill with me. Again, not really looking for anything specific, just trying to do something while it's raining on this Saturday that does not have a full schedule. And yeah, I'm going to embrace it. I could have just laid around all day, which in this weather, yes. If I was out working and it was raining, I'd probably say, oh, this would be a perfect day for me to lay down, but I need to have some type of movement. So we're going to go there. And um, we were talking about our nails. I am happy because both of my girls are now doing their own nails because they enjoy it. Like they can look up pictures or they can come up with a design and they can change out their nails or do their nails. They're learning to do them to where they last quite a bit of time. So in that conversation, I realized that the nail glue that I use is now the nail glue that they use. So I need to go and get another tube so that we can make sure we all have nail glue when we need it. But now seeing them come into their own and their nails look good. They're doing a really good job. So, and it saves money. I see videos where ladies are talking about going to the nail salon and how much their manicures and their acrylics and gel X and all of that, how much that's costing. And I'm like, so glad that this is a skill that we've learned, a skill that I have been able to pass down to my girls because literally we are saving hundreds of dollars between the three of us. We're saving hundreds. I may spend, not even monthly because we may buy a polish if we don't have a certain polish or like a nail art tool. We don't spend any more than $10 a month, and that's being generous because we don't always have to buy the things because we already have them. So if you like your nails done and you want to try your hand at it, I definitely say go for it because it saves me hundreds of dollars each month. Okay, here is the look. Oh gosh. Okay, here's the look. I went with my Sambas. I removed the leopard belt and I'm just going with the light denim top and the um, dark jorts. My girls said they don't know how they feel about it. And I just simply replied, I don't care. I don't care. But I think these will look good dressed up with some heels, sandals, or sneakers. So I'm glad that I was able to find these. These are Madden, New York. All right, y'all, let's head to Goodwill. The other one we couldn't bring her because she doesn't like to shop. And I did find this one so I can practice the collar with this shirt. All right, they're playing music, so I'll just take you to the store. Okay, y'all, let's pause. What is this? I saw this and could not believe it. I am hoping that someone was drinking water and left their container right here because there's no way they're selling this. I've mentioned Simply Tan on my channel once before, and this is one of the stores where you have to go in with an open mind because if you're expecting high quality pieces, you're not going to find it here. That's just a fact. But there are some hidden gems that are under $12 that you can find. Usually for me, I may find a top, it may be a bottom, it may be a simple romper or dress, but I buy these things knowing that it is going to be fast fashion. It's not going to last. It may carry me through a season, but for the price point, I'm totally fine with that. The styles are, can be an acquired taste, but if you just take your time, you will be able to find something in here because I am able to find something. Not every visit that I do happen to go in here, but I take my time when I come in. Usually it's on one of my off days where I can chat with the staff because they're really nice and I may find something. But if I don't find anything, it's okay. But when I do find something, I consider that to be a score because, again, it was under $12. I was at the register and I looked over and saw this romper. I bought it, but just so you know, I did bring it back. Didn't like it. Okay, I convinced the youngest to go to Simply 10. She even started looking at something, and I have video proof of that. Um, also, talked her into going to Dillard's clearance because there is something that she's looking for, and yes, please, because we're not doing anything today. So we're headed to Dillard's clearance. Then I believe we're going to go to Sally so we can pick up the nail glue, and she says Dollar Tree, but most of our Dollar Trees are closed due to no management, no employees. Okay, baby, that's good. Let the window up. didn't find anything at the Dillard's clearance. My daughter was looking for shorts. They had some for $7.99, but not in the size we were looking for, and they had some for $14.99, but she calls those mama shorts. So, but it was good to walk through there. I've already been through here a few days ago, so I had nothing to scroll and look for. Now we are headed to probably Walmart and then Sally. Cato is one of those stores that I typically forget that is available. I walked in thinking I would maybe be surprised, but I wasn't. It's just not a store that I tend to go in and find something that I like. I believe that maybe an older crowd can go in and enjoy the pieces that are available in Cato. I don't know. It just never really suits my taste and my needs. But we did go in here, and of course I brought the camera along just so you can see what we saw. We went to Cato and didn't see anything. So now we're in Sally. My daughter needed a lei or leis for an upcoming organization event, and these were nice and full, no complaints. So if you're looking for leis for an upcoming summer party, I do recommend Dollar Tree. We are home. It's blinking, so I'm not sure if you can hear me as clear with it, but we are home. Y'all, I am starving. The time is 5:15, and I've been warding off eating snacks because I want to enjoy my meal this afternoon or this evening. So I called my husband when we were at Dollar Tree just now, and I was like, hey, hurry, get your clothes on. It's time to eat. But I am getting ready to find something to wear for dinner. It's still gloomy. It's not humid. It's wet. But I still want to, thinking a dress. But when I was at Simply Tan, I bought a jumper. Don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I'll wear this if it means I can get food in my belly faster. All right, I will bring you along briefly when we make it to the restaurant. Other than that, I'm just going to enjoy the time with my husband. And my girls they give us a hard time when we want to do things on our own, because they're like, so when y'all bringing us back? And I'm like, no, we're going to give you money and you're going to go fit your own food. It's on you. All right, y'all, let me go find something to put on. I'm hungry. All right, outfit for dinner tonight is this two-piece crop top, and this is like my favorite green, and this flowy lightweight skirt, and I have the wedge sandals on. I wanted to break up some of the green with the chunky necklace, and this is the handbag. I love this handbag. But yeah, that's the look for dinner, and just hoping that it doesn't rain on me tonight. But I am taking a pair of flats, and hold on. In case it gets chilly in the restaurant, I'm going to carry my shawl with me, but hopefully I won't need it. But yes, y'all, I'm ready, because what? Your girl is hungry. to Sunday. Husband and I just left church, and because it's Memorial Day weekend, I figured I would go with red and blue and white stripes to go along with the Memorial Day feel. And my shoes are red, and yeah, something simple. The weather today, it's going to be another rainy day. Like, we're expecting a thunderstorm within the next hour, but our plans are to go to our local airport that has a restaurant, eat lunch there, and then watch the black pilots do their air show. And I think today is the air show. I don't know if they'll be taking kids up on the planes today, but depending on the weather, we don't know what to expect. We did do this last year, and I think the year before last, and it was nice. It's something simple, something free, something to experience with the family. So we're going to get ready to do that until it rains. I was thinking about changing, but not gonna change. And yeah, I'll be able to take you along, but I also need to start editing Monday's video, which you would have already seen by now. But today's Sunday, and I like to have my videos up on Monday. And I think with all this rain that we're getting ready to expect, I can sit down and I can edit and finish watching Dolly if it's still available on Lifetime. I tried to record it. Okay, let's go to the next part of today.
Out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat. The lights were dimmed as our eyes met, and you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream. And forevermore, we're living in that vintage dream.
We're home. We went to the airport, and the air show turned out to be fun, and turned out to be really fun. There were different competitions, and one of our hometown people, someone from our turf, is a captain for Southwest Airline, and his mother, my mother, and a few other of the ladies, what am I trying to say? His mother and my mother are classmates, and she's very involved. She's the life of a party, and she always keeps us in the loop. So because we knew that we had that connection and he was going to be competing, we wanted to stay to see him compete. And y'all, there were several pilots competing in this air challenge where they fly, and there were people. I don't even know if I was able to capture it because I had a hard time seeing, but there were people in the center of the air area. At the pilot's command, they would tell the people on the ground to release a balloon, and it was the pilot's job to scope out when it was time for them to fly at the right height to burst the balloon. Yeah. And after seeing that, it's like, okay, this is impossible. But Mr. Southwest Airlines, he nailed it every single time, to where if they hadn't run out of balloons, he would have beat himself. It would have beat his previous record. And that was so exciting to see, because you could tell that it was very calculated, because once they release the balloon, it's all on the air and the wind and the elements to determine the speed that it inflated and went up. and he nailed it. So it was him, and it was the gentleman that is over the chapter of Black Pilots of America, that's local, who introduced him to aviation. And yeah, that was just so intriguing to see. And of course, being outside, it was humid. And although there wasn't sun, I mean, just that humidity and that heat will drain you. And my husband and I were thinking, oh, this would be the perfect time. We ate good. Now, we've seen the show. The girls are still at work. We can go home and take a nap. But we were invited to attend the banquet tonight. And we have about an hour and a half before we go. So I didn't plan on anything to wear because I didn't think I would be going to a banquet tonight, that I would be resting. But I plopped down on the bed. We are washing our sheets and comforter. And I just said, let me just chill out for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm gazing over at my closet to see what I could possibly wear. I think I see something. They said it's not semi-formal, so I don't have to wear anything long. The dress that I wore today, the his name is Eric. He looked at my husband and I said, "Y'all can wear what we're wearing now." And I'm like, hmm, I've been out here sweating all day, so that's another component. I have to get the courage to go and actually get freshened up before putting on something else. But I wanted to chime in with you. I need to get better with just talking to you because I'm good. I think I'm good about, I'll turn the camera on and show highlights and put music over it, but I don't think I talk to you enough. And yeah, I figured this is Memorial Day weekend. This is like a great weekend. The only thing that we have not put on our plans is to actually go to a pool or go to a lake. We just wanted to do what we wanted to do. Just like today, we went to church, then we went and ate at the airport and stayed out there for hours watching the air show and just talking to some of the pilots. And there were young college students there that are in a plane club. Well, they had plane club on their shirts, but they're collegiate students, and some of them flew the planes today. Y'all, I get so geeked up about that. And then there was one lady that I met today. She is over an up and coming program. She has all kinds of classes, and her focus is STEM. So she has an upcoming class for ages, I don't remember the ages, but young to teenage age, where if they're interested in learning how to operate drones, this class is going to be for them to do that. She has all other kinds of wonderful STEM opportunities for youth, and that I love to hear things like that, because if you introduce, I don't want to just say inner city youth and rural youth, but yeah, I do want to say that because we're in small town Arkansas, and there are other areas that are not small town country states, but inner city youth who may not necessarily be surrounded by people that have these unique opportunities to introduce them to other things outside of typical trade. Not knocking trade work at all. We need that, especially with the rise of AI. But I just like I just like to hear about opportunities and even participate in opportunities that will help expose youth that may not ever get that opportunity. Truth be told, friend, and I'm sure you understand that there's some people, youth and adults, that never get exposed to anything outside of their growing up, their environment, whether it's their small town, it's their city, it's their living unit. They're never ever exposed to anything, and they grow up living in this box thinking that whatever was offered in that little town, which some of the rural towns, y'all, have nothing. They're food deserts. They are, um, their revenue is slim to none. Their education system, we already are in education and academic deficit, but those small areas that get pennies to operate don't have the resources to bring in new programs and activities. So when I hear of people that are taking the leap of faith to seek funding, whether it's grants and bringing these opportunities possible for youth, and I do believe in adults, um, that just makes my heart full. And I always try to see how I can help, whether it's me giving my time, talent, or treasure. So spending time there today just was like a breath of fresh air. And to see the young people showcasing their talent and flying and being amongst veteran pilots, because there were veteran pilots, seriously, not just the ones that are, retired and now just flying their planes for recreation, but there were some war veterans in the Air Force that are part of the Black Pilots of America, who were just as engaged. And to see those men, we're talking like 80s and 90s, sitting there seeing those that followed their footsteps, makes my heart so full. And if we didn't have to leave when we left, I would have loved to just hear from them, to see what their thoughts were on seeing like little children. One of the gentlemen that is over the aviation area here, his grandson, he looked like he could have been maybe 7. He was able to tell you what type of plane he was looking at. He's already interested in aviation. So looking at a 6 or 7 year old who is already engaging into aviation, and you see someone that's 80 and 90 that's in awe of what all they see in today's time. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Maybe that's the inner nerd in me that gets excited about things like that when it comes to history and reflection, lived experience. Sign your girl up. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I love to delve into different perspectives. So, yeah. Here comes a friend. I know I'm supposed to be finding something to wear, and I told him to do it, and here I am laying down talking to you. My girls are now home, and I'm getting ready for the banquet. I am now freshened up. I have on a new dress. Now I am getting my clear bag ready. I got this the year that I graduated from Jackson State. This little clear bag came from Target, and then I usually like to add little twillies to it just to give it a little bit of something. But instead of having everything loose in here like I normally do, I have this little pouch right here. I think I have it in a different color. Hold on. Okay, so I have this little pouch right here that I think I'm going to try to put most of my things in. My powder to touch up. Come on, Riley. The lipstick that I'm wearing today, I'm doing red, and not my Unimpressed by the Lip Bar, is Hot Mess by the Lip Bar. It's going nicely in here. I have my readers that won't fit. My oldest is on a Zoom, and she told me to be quiet. I have my business cards. case has my actual live cards in it. I'm going to put my microphone in there also if I have enough room. Because I wear press-on nails, y'all, I have to carry some emergency glue. So far, so good. And I have a pen, which I can leave in there. A random dollar was and I'm going to go ahead and take out the strap. Okay, so now I have this. I can, hold on. I have my readers. I have a pen just in case. And I have everything in here, in that little pouch. And then I have enough room for my phone. One other thing that I would have loved to be able to fit in here would be my fan. I don't think I need my fan. I can just take it in the car. And then I'm going to take my DJI with me. So everything that I need fits in here. And I have gum that I can just take a few pieces and put in the little pouch. And I figured putting the things in here instead of just having it loose and about in my bag. And if I didn't want everything that I'm carrying to be in view, I could easily, well, turn the pouch around. Especially if I keep my phone. So, but it doesn't matter because clear bags, you're supposed to see your stuff in there, but I could do that and you can barely see the items, but no big deal. All right, y'all, let me show you my outfit. I hope you can hear me because the oldest is usually the family manager and my Twilly is coming off, so I need to try to fix that. But here's the outfit. This dress, yes, it has pockets. It is from, it is Kate Spade. This is when they had the collaboration with Target. Y'all, I love this dress. And I even think some stores had it in green. I would have loved green. I love wearing green. But I love this dress. And I was not leaving it at Target. And I kept the same red shoes on that I wore today for church. Yeah, so now I'm going to retie my Twilly because clearly that was a poor job. I'm going to take a picture in front of the mirror. I have been taking daily shots of my outfits. For one, I make sure that I do it because I believe in getting dressed every day. And two, it's like my own little lookbook. So because the things are in my closet and I tend to get amnesia sometimes, I'm like, I don't have anything to wear with this. I can start to look back at my own pictures and be like, yeah, you know how to put that together. So, and then third is to inspire someone to get up and get dressed. You don't have to be the trendiest. You don't have to have the flashiest of items to look put together. And that really is the main goal. All right, Operation Twilly, now.